Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is Tuesday, June 10th of 2025. I haven't done any cleaning since last Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday last week I was down doing these career planning workshops, just trying to figure out how to get back into the workforce, things like that. Very, very insightful, the things I found out about myself. Yeah, so I said, other than just the basic upkeep of cleaning my house, I haven't done anything major last week. Yesterday, I don't know what I did. I know I was home. My husband was home doing stuff. I was home doing stuff, just not filming stuff, but, just he was doing yard work and things. I was just, putting other stuff away. So this morning, I guess it's like almost 8 o'clock. I have a dentist appointment at 10. So I've got an hour and a half-ish to see how much cleaning I can get done. So I'm just going to do my main floor and just see. Like, I don't really have much to do. The main, front entrance, there's an empty bottle. Like garbage, who doesn't have, recycling that needs to get taken out. I think that's about it. And here, there's a few odd things sitting here on my table that needs to get put away. I've got another empty can sitting there. And then I've got the or my water that I just opened. So that's fine. But other than that, I mean, I wasn't doing much cleaning last week. I wasn't really home during the day. So, everybody pitches in. My kitchen seems pretty clean. I mean, I can tell my counters need it wiped off, and the stove needs to be wiped off. But other than that, I mean, I don't really see too much in my kitchen that needs to be done. Coming into the bedroom here. Oops. I'm just going to flip this over. That's okay. My husband's got clean laundry. I've got extra coats I got to take downstairs. Just last week, the weather was really iffy. It went from like windy and raining to just too hot. So I've got a couple different sweaters sitting there. That's my husband's clean laundry. I actually did his laundry. I didn't do my laundry, so I've got a pile of my laundry just down here. That is a few items that I just bought the other day at Value Village. And has to get put away. I've got extra shoes. Again, it's just extra shoes sitting on the shoe rack from last week, just whatever. And then on my bed, I was going through my daughter, her grad photos showed up, so we got to pass them on to the family. My son, whatever happened when he graduated, I'm trying to think. So I know something happened. I never got his photos handed out to the family, and then that's when I hurt my shoulder. Then we were in renovations and moving, and so his stuff just got packed. And then my other daughter, her grad was during COVID, so I've got a stack of photos here of hers that different family members never got theirs because of, COVID restrictions and things. And so I was just going through all the photos, made my list of who needs what. So I got to go buy picture frames today as well and get all the grad stuff dealt with. So I guess I'm going to start in this room. I'm just going to put all the photos back in the boxes. I actually went and labeled my kids' grad photo, so I just used these. This is just a sheet of Christmas gift tags, and I just grabbed some markers, so each kid had a different marker for their things, and I just labeled each of these boxes. I've got 4 of this size and 3 of this one, so I know my one daughter, she actually has all her grad photos. I hope she does. And so these are the ones I do have. So I was able to label those. Like I said, I know they're just the Christmas gift tags, but they work just as good to, just write the names on, so you can keep track of who's got what. So I'm just going to start in here. So why is this drawer not shut? Okay. I don't know. My husband's drawers were just opened. And then my husband, that's his pile of stuff to deal with. He was cleaning his stuff, he was going through, his boxes of stuff, and that is what he found. He's got to find a place and put them away. like I said, so I'm just going to start, I guess, in this room. It won't take long. I mean, the bed is made. I mean, we didn't sleep here last night. We fell asleep on the couch watching, I fell asleep watching a Japanese TV show. Yeah, so, yes, I will just start in this room. So I'll just take down my extra coats and shoes downstairs. I'm going to take my laundry and get that put in the wash. And then I'm just going to see. I don't think there's too much. I think the bathroom is pretty clean. Okay, you want outside? Okay. Just let my kitty outside. Are you going out? Are you going out too, puppy? No? Okay. And the bathroom seems okay. I mean, I'm just going to grab the towels and do a quick load of that too. Everything in here seems okay. I've got garbage needs to be taken out. I've got a few extra things sitting here that I got to put away. A static guard, and I was going to take that back downstairs. So there's not really a lot to get done today. It's mostly just, I guess I've got 2 loads of laundry. And I just got to take out some garbage. And I think that's all I have to do in my house today. So I'll be back as I get this done. Right, so I've got my living room straightened out. I got the bedroom straightened out. I've got my first load of laundry in the machine. I quickly wiped off the outside of the toilet and the sink in the bathroom. So now I'm in the kitchen, so I'm just going to quickly wipe off the top of my stove, the outside of my appliances, and my counter. So for my counters, I'm going to use my Zep marble, granite, and quartz cleaner. And I have the special microfiber cloth that says kitchen, so I'm going to use that one. For my, my stainless steel cleaner, I'm not too sure if I really like this particular brand. It's only $4 from Dollarama. I will say, if you don't wipe it off or you spray, it does leave this like a filmy residue, and it just kind of looks like a smudgy if you don't clean it properly. So I don't know if that was just, it says it's supposed to be a streak-free shine. I'm just wondering if it was I sprayed and I totally missed a spot where I'd sprayed, and it just kind of left that sprayed pattern, and then I had to spray a little more on. So just, again, I don't know if that has anything to do with it being this brand, or if it was just I totally missed a spot when I was cleaning it. But I also have these special little clean cloth here. It's microfiber as well. But this one here is specifically made for stainless steel. And finally, I love this. I'm so glad I've discovered this. The Cerama Bright Daily Cooktop Cleaner. Because I will say, trying to clean your cooktop with just water and a cloth, you get those little water spots. And, then I'm like, well, then once a week I'm doing a good clean, but I'm not getting an everyday clean when things splatter. So I'm so glad I found this. About 2 weeks ago, I forget the price of it. I got a Canadian Tire. It was around that $10, $12 mark for most cleaning products. I think this one was on sale, but under that. But the average price I see for this type of product was between 10 and 12. I have seen more expensive ones. Again, it could just be the brand, or again, even just the size of the bottle. And with this one, I'm just going to use a nice soft microfiber cloth. This one actually says dust on it, only because you're supposed to use a soft cloth. Well, okay, you can leave with a with paper towel or the Cerama Bright cleaning pad. Yeah, I'm not sure where my cleaning pads went. They were washed. I don't know where they went. There's 2 of them. They are bright red. I can't find them, so I'm just going to use this today. Although it does say I can use paper towel. Maybe I'll just use a paper towel, and then there'll be one less cloth I have to clean. Maybe I'll just do it that way. Okay. Just going to move my drink. I don't want to be spraying my drink. I've done that before. Forget to put, open things away before cleaning. So I'm just going to start. I guess I'll just do the my counters. Okay. I'll just move everything off the counters. Most of my stuff that sits on my counters is marble and granite, so I kind of wipe everything down with this. I don't spray on the whatever is sitting on the counter. I just spray with onto the cloth and then just wipe everything off. I'm not gonna, remove everything off the counter. I'm just gonna do a little spot to show you how easy it is to do. And I'll be glad when this bottle is empty. Like I said, the trigger's been broken since I got it. Let me just spray. Grab my microfiber cloth and just wipe and polish. And I always clean in a figure 8 pattern. Hard to explain that figure 8 pattern. But you wipe kind of like you're making a number 8, so you're just doing, back and forth, back and forth. So it's just this type of a motion. And what you're doing is, supposedly, the clean cloth is up here. You're catching all the dirty stuff down here. So as you're wiping, you're supposed to be bringing all the dirty stuff from top to bottom, or from further away to you to closer to you. It's supposed to be things easier cleaning. I don't remember all the details into that. I've done institutional cleaning and we had a whole full day course on proper cleaning, and this is the technique we were told for everything. It's called a figure 8 and I use it all the time. I was like 18 years old doing institutional cleaning. I'm 46. I'm still doing it the exact same way. And even my posture is so funny. I was cleaning something the other day and my back was hurting me. And then the voice of my boss from when I was 18 said, "You're supposed to stand straight, shoulders back, take a deep breath, and then, mop." And it's like one of those things. It's like, oh, I feel so stupid when those just out of nowhere, you do something wrong and it's like somebody's voice just comes in and tells you how to do it. So I did that. I'm like, wow, I can actually go faster and my back doesn't hurt when you've got the right posture to do this. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to just continue cleaning. Like I said, I just kind of showed you quickly how I do my counters. I will finish that in a few minutes just because I can't stand leaving my counters half done. But you don't really need to see me do everything. But here is the Cerama Bright. And I will say, my son was home and he cooked steak. My daughter over the weekend, she was cooking bacon. So I will say there is stuff on here. Now, I should probably get the scraper and scrape this stuff off. But I just want to show you how amazing this daily cooktop cleaner is. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to grab a paper towel. And I love the paper towel that you can use just half a sheet. But just watch. If I can get this. All this grease and everything should just come right off so easily. Now, if it was burnt on, this cook stove cleaner, this daily cleaner, is not going to get all the burnt on stuff, which I understand. I'm not expecting it to, but if I can get a lot of the grease splatter off, that will be really good. And I said, this has saved me so much time cleaning my cook stove. I did a little bit more spraying than I had to, only because, like I said, other people were cooking and it's what they were cooking. And I will say, yes, if I was doing a good cleaning, I definitely have some burnt on stuff here where I would have to get the other cleaner and scraper out. But today, that's not what I'm doing. I'm just trying to see, you know, how much cleaning I can get done today before I have to go to the dentist, because then I'm going to be out for a few days, not being able to talk, or at least that's what it was the last time I had major dental stuff done. I'm just wiping off the knobs because I can see, you know, I know what burners they were using, so I can see the grease on the burners. It's not their fault. That is just, you know, they did a pretty good job cleaning up the kitchen. I'd say, you know, my son, you know, he did all his dishes. He did wipe the stove off, but, you know, he doesn't live here, so he didn't know where all my cleaners were. So I don't mind that, you know. He was here for a couple days. He made all his own meals. He cleaned up. To me, that was, you know, good enough. Like that. See, it is like so much better. Like I said, I do see where it is burnt on, and I will do that, like, probably depending how I'm feeling in the next couple of days. If not, this will be fine for a week. I know the amount of cooking we're going to be doing in the next few days. Well, I'm not going to be doing any cooking in the next few days. So this is, you know, the stove is clean enough for me. Oops, I see some grease drip down here on the door. I'm just going to wipe it off. I've got the paper towel. Might as well just, you know, there. That looks so much better. Okay, and the next one, of course, is the stainless steel cleaner. So I'm just going to spray all my appliances down. So I'm going to finish the counter, spray the appliances down, and then I will be back. So I've got my appliances wiped down, my counters wiped down. Oh, the other thing with this Ceramibrite, I'm going to say, I know it says it's the cooktop cleaner, but I have my sink here. It's a black porcelain sink. And I will say, using this spray on my sink has really started making it really shine. So to do my sink, I use a combination of the Ceramibrite spray and this marble quartz granite cleaner. I don't know if there probably is something specifically made for porcelain. I know there should be. I'm just trying to, you know, figure out what cleaners work best for every surface and everything. So I do find a combination of these two really have made my sink shine more. Also, just using the other Ceramibrite other cleaner in my sink and just letting it soak or just do what it does, like it dries to the powder, and then just buffing that all out. I have been getting more and more of the little scratches buffed out. Doing that probably twice a month. I don't want to be too hard on my sink because it's not quite the right cleaner, but that's just something bonus that I discovered. Okay, so I'm just gonna go do it. I have done. So in here, the garbage is taken out, pop bottles were taken out, the litter box was done. I have this open because I gotta refill the litter container up here. I quickly picked up and straightened up my living room. So I got my couch kind of all back together. There wasn't really much in here that needs to get really picked up. I still have my vacuum out from the other day when I had to vacuum. And it's still sitting out. So I got to put the vacuum away. So my floors were just vacuumed. Like, oh, it's days today. So I vacuumed Sunday after church. I had to do a quick vacuuming from the pets. But yeah, so I just got to put the cleaners away. The cloths will get washed in one of the next loads. My bedroom, I've got all my kids' grad photos just kind of stacked up here. My husband's laundry he's got to do. I've taken all my extra purses and coats out, and I've put, oops, my daughter needs this bag. I'm just going to set it here so she can see it. Sorry, no, so that's just all tissue paper. She's got some friends' birthdays coming up. So that's all clean over here. Just got a couple purses, some shoes. It's all neat. It looks so much better. Just one bag sitting on that looks so much better than like 4 or 5 coats that I had there. And then Like I said, the bathroom, I did quick. I've got the towels are getting ready to wash. That'll be the next load. Like I said, I didn't really do a big clean. I just, emptied the garbage, and I just did a quick wipe down of the toilet and the sink. That's usually all you have to do sometimes. It's just a quick wipe down of things. Doesn't need everything needs to be done every day. So that was my quick cleaning for today. I'm just going to look at the clock. It is 8:48. Yeah, about 8:48. So an hour-ish is all it's taken me. My first load is done, so I can start my second load of laundry. I'm not going to film myself doing laundry unless I'm doing like major important laundry. This is just simple, basic. A load of my clothes, a load of towels, and then my husband had a few items. And I'm just doing the fast wash or short wash or whatever it's called. Just like it's a 15-minute cycle, so it doesn't take long to wash. So I think that is everything for today. So like I said, I got to head to the dentist. And so they are going to be actually doing the implants today. So that's going to be, I don't know how I'm going to be feeling after that. There's 2 on this side, 1 on this side, all on the top. So I don't know if they're going to do it all in one day or if they're going to do it in 2. I have no idea what the plans are for that. But again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who subscribes to my channels and watches my videos, and I will see you in the next ones. Bye.